12 News breaking news now.
We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen.
That was Savannah Guthrie and her siblings pleading with any kidnapper to please provide evidence that their mother Nancy is still alive. The video was released earlier this evening. We're going to play it for you in its entirety in just a second.
We have team coverage tonight on the search. Both Chase Golightly and Gabriella Becerra are live down in Tucson with what happened at the scene today and what the video could mean for the investigation. But first, here is the entire statement from the Guthrie family.
On behalf of our family, we want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She is funny, spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
The light is missing from our lives. Nancy is our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances. She chooses joy day after day, despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief. We are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. We believe and know that even in this valley, He is with you. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again. We speak to you every moment, and we pray without ceasing, and we rejoice in advance for the day that we hold you in our arms again. We love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Stay strong.
We love you, Mom. We love you.
Yeah, and you can hear the family's desperate plea. They're speaking directly to the kidnappers for their mother's safe return. Now, this comes 4 days after Nancy Guthrie's suspicious disappearance.
This is the first time we've heard from all three Guthrie siblings since their mother went missing, likely abducted from her home in Tucson. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is live in Tucson where the siblings gathered today. Gabby?
Well, Mark Caribe, it was quiet outside of this family home all day as we since have learned that Savannah Guthrie and her siblings were preparing to address possible ransom letters for her mother that were reportedly sent to Tucson news stations. An emotional yet firm demand.
We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her.
Today's show co-anchor Savannah Guthrie and her siblings Annie and Cameron are pleading for their mother Nancy's safe return, speaking directly to her possible abductor.
We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please, reach out to us.
The FBI appeared to be present in the home when the video was filmed. 12 News cameras were rolling as several agents, including Special Agent in charge of the Phoenix Bureau, Heath Yankee, could be seen walking inside Annie's house. About 20 minutes later, Yankee and another agent returned to the car and grabbed several items, including a tripod and a ring light. Savannah Guthrie sharing this emotional video to her Instagram page about 2 hours later.
Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again.
The FBI spent several hours with the Guthrie family. A spokesperson for the Phoenix field office tells 12 News FBI has agents, intelligence analysts, evidence response teams, and agents with technical training in Tucson, supporting local law enforcement, adding that what we're seeing is normal FBI involvement in a high-profile kidnapping case. While all of this was happening, the community was gathering down the road at St. Philip's on the Hill Episcopal Church for a candlelight prayer service, prayers that the Guthrie siblings are embracing.
We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too.
And tonight, Savannah spoke about something the sheriff has been saying since Sunday, that Nancy's health is fragile and she depends on medicine to keep her healthy, and they fear she does not have that medicine with her. Live in Tucson, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right, Gabby, thank you. And at this time, the Sheriff's Department still has not named any suspects or people of interest in this case. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is joining us now outside of Nancy Guthrie's Catalina Foothills home, where she was reportedly taken against her will. And Chase, hours ago, deputies returned back to the home, looking in what looked like they were gathering more evidence there.
Kirby, that's right. This all happened around 4 o'clock, right after the Sheriff's Department announced that they're returning the home to the Guthrie family. They did say, since this is still an ongoing investigation, we may be seeing them coming in and out of the area, but we didn't expect to see this. For the first time, we saw law enforcement placing crime scene tape all around Nancy Guthrie's home 4 days after she was last seen. Plainclothes investigators and the K-9 unit appearing to search in her backyard. For close to 2 hours, detectives were seen going in and out of the home, carrying large envelopes to their unmarked cars, going back in with backpacks in hand. Then at one point, they blocked our view from the backyard as more undercover vehicles arrived. A group of them then gathered together, appearing to look at something they got from the house, but our cameras weren't able to see what it was. Then they took down the caution tape and left. The Pima County Sheriff's Department saying on social media this was a follow-up they were conducting, but didn't specify what they were looking into. The department says they have received thousands of leads from the community, including previous crimes in the area, noting that in early January, there was a report of a possible trespassing near Guthrie's home, seeing if it may be connected to this. The Sheriff's Department says they're taking all of these tips seriously. The next update we'll receive from the Sheriff's Department will be tomorrow morning, where they'll be holding a press conference. Of course, we'll be there to bring you the latest. We're live in Tucson tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
All right, Chase, thank you for that. And earlier tonight, President Trump released a statement on Truth Social on the Nancy Guthrie search. He said, quote, "I spoke with Savannah Guthrie and let her know that I am directing all federal law enforcement to be at the family and local law enforcement's complete disposal immediately. We are deploying all resources to get her mother home safely. The prayers of our nation are with her and her family. God bless and protect Nancy." President Donald J. Trump. And of course, there are still a lot of questions to be answered as the search continues. Investigators are holding a press conference tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Be sure to download 12 Plus on your TV, and you can watch those updates live as they happen.
We want to get to some breaking news coming out of Yavapai County, where the sheriff's office says they're now on the scene of a fatal plane crash. It happened near Poquito Valley, which is just north of Prescott Valley. We don't have many details right now, but officials say there'll be a large police presence in the area all night. We're working to learn more about what happened. We'll bring it to you as soon as we have it. Also new tonight, 2 men are suing an Arizona State University fraternity after they say they had to endure months of extreme hazing, including extreme binge drinking and pledge games. That's the same kind of hazing that led to the death of an 18-year-old at NAU in Flagstaff. 12 News journalist Maria Stobbs breaks down the details.
A 76-page complaint against the National Sigma Alpha Epsilon organization, its ASU chapter, and 54 of its members accuses them of negligence, alleging 3 months of severe hazing. Former pledges Devin Stevens and Spencer Brajovich say they began the recruitment process for the fraternity in the spring of 2024 when they were 19 years old. During that time, they say pledges were forced to drink heavy amounts of alcohol and told to consume cocaine, ketamine, and mushrooms, often resulting in the 2 men vomiting. According to the suit, some pledges were waterboarded in the bathroom. Another night, called Punishment Night, describes them being beaten with wooden paddles, causing red marks and scarring, before being forced to consume extremely spicy cheese balls with little access to water, and then forced to do rigorous exercises. In a statement, attorney Jeremy Goad says, in part, "My clients are not seeking attention, they are seeking accountability." An ASU spokesperson says the SAE chapter was placed on interim suspension in April of last year and officially suspended in October. That's a month after a separate lawsuit was filed against the fraternity, claiming they distributed a video that was filmed of a naked woman without her consent or knowledge as part of a hazing ritual. ASU says the new allegations are being investigated, and SAE members living in the Greek Leadership Village were relocated to other on-campus housing, leaving some current sophomore members in a frenzy.
We didn't know what was going on, and we're paying the price for something none of us were even aware of, even involved in.
The lawsuit says both Stevens and Brajovich have struggled with substance abuse issues because of the hazing, with one of them withdrawing from the school. They are now seeking compensation for physical injuries, educational setbacks, and emotional and psychological harm.
Now, we did reach out to the National Fraternity for comment, but they have not responded. Live in studio, Maria Stubbs, 12 News.
Maria, thanks. Scottsdale police have arrested a Scottsdale firefighter after a multi-agency prostitution sting. Brett Shipchuk was booked into jail for solicitation of prostitution back in January. In a statement, the Scottsdale Fire Department said, quote, "We are aware of the duty incident involving one of our fire captains. We're deeply concerned about the allegations and have placed the employee on non-disciplinary leave pending the outcome of an investigation."
We have an update to a cockfighting ring bust last month in Tonopah. Maricopa County sheriffs have arrested 63-year-old Trinidad Bustos for allegedly facilitating the fights. Deputies responded to the home back in January and say that they found dozens of people holding fights with live roosters. Crews say that 2 roosters were dead near the ring. 5 more were buried on the property. 3 others have been arrested and now face animal cruelty charges.
Tomorrow, the city of Tempe will hold its final public hearing on a proposal to address drink spiking. The ordinance would require bars to have drug testing kits on hand so that customers would be able to test their drinks if they're worried that they could have been spiked. There were mixed reactions to the ordinance at the council's first public meeting. Bar and restaurants say the city is overreaching and it could cause drink prices to go up to cover the cost of the kits. Tomorrow morning on Today in AZ, we'll have a live report looking ahead to the council's vote.
Still ahead, a boys' choir here in the Valley has been celebrating a major award from over the weekend.
Near record highs today. Today was the warmest day of the week, but we stay significantly above average for the rest of the week. I'll have a breakdown of your WM Phoenix Open forecast coming up right after this break.
Okay, Linz, thanks. At 10:15, let's give you a live look over downtown Phoenix. Stay right here. 12 News at 10 is coming right back.
12 News Valley Cam, sponsored by Parker & Sons Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical.
All right, welcome back. Meteorologist Lindsay Riley is joining us now, and it's going to be warm and it's going to be windy, a little windy for the first round of the WM Phoenix Open tomorrow.
Yes, and today was windy out there as well for the Pro-Am. The wind will continue into the day tomorrow. We're looking at gusts right around 20 miles per hour or so, and they'll be blowing in from the east. It's also going to be warm, but not as warm as today. Today was the warmest day of the entire tournament, reaching a high of 85, but a gorgeous day. This is the view out in Gold Canyon this afternoon. Not a cloud in the sky, just gorgeous weather for a hike, little on the warm side out there. And temperatures slow to cool tonight. We're still at 70 here in Phoenix and 75 in Gila Bend. Bullhead City coming up at 71, some 30s up in northern Arizona. As we go through the rest of the week, the heat for February at least is going to be sticking around. However, we're not threatening any records over the next couple days, as the records reside in the mid and upper 80s and will be in the low 80s. Average high still is 69 degrees. Next week, though, there will be a pattern shift. Tomorrow morning for the Phoenix area and the lower deserts, we will start off completely sunny. As we get into the afternoon, we'll add some clouds. Despite that, still reaching a high of 81 tomorrow, as well as in Lake Havasu, 50s and 60s up north. The further north you go, the more sunshine you'll see throughout the duration of the day. For round one, we'll start off in the 50s, no frost concerns, and then by 10 a.m. we're already in the 70s. We'll be pretty much in the 70s all afternoon. Notice some more cloud cover by about 2 to 3 p.m. As far as the wind, we're going to notice breezy conditions even early in the day, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Those winds coming in from the east. They'll be sustained between 10 and 15, but some gusts up to 20 miles per hour possible. Gorgeous weather continues for the duration of the WM Phoenix Open. Highs are going to be anywhere from the upper 70s to low 80s each afternoon. Morning temperatures will be starting off in the 50s at about 7 to 8 a.m. And burn time is 45 minutes without sunscreen, so that UV index will remain moderate for the next few days. Big pattern shift next week. You'll see that on our Flagstaff 7-day. A big drop in temperatures. Precipitation chances start to go up Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll see a drop in our temps here in the valley as well, going down to 71 by next Wednesday. Could even drop into the 60s by Thursday, with some light rain chances toward the latter half of next week.
It is the biggest game in the world, and you can only watch it right here on 12 News. You know the drill for big games, big events. 12 Sports has boots on the ground. We're at the Super Bowl on the eve where Cardinals legend Larry Fitzgerald could finally get the call from the Hall of Fame. Go Patriots!
The Valley is gearing up for Super Bowl 60. Today, two bars in Glendale celebrated their teams making the big game. Seahawks fans headed to Cheers Tavern on 59th Avenue in Bell, and Patriots fans celebrated at Charlie's Place near 43rd Avenue and Thunderbird. Both fans were fired up for the big match on Sunday.
And they aren't the only ones fired up for the game this weekend. Cam Cox has made his way out to the Bay Area and will have coverage every day leading up to the big game.
Hey guys, not a Cardinal in sight at the Super Bowl, but San Francisco and Super Bowl week is the backdrop for maybe some of the biggest moments in Cardinals history. 12 Sports on the ground in the Bay Area. Cardinals right tackle Kelvin Beachum is up for NFL Man of the Year. Remember, Larry Fitzgerald won this award back in 2016. Thursday night, we'll find out if Larry is a first ballot Hall of Famer. The numbers say yes, and so does his former coach.
Larry, the human being is 10 times better than a football player, and the football player is great, and we all know that. But, it's just one of my favorite guys I've ever coached. True team player, great worker. Showed up he's always available, never missed, and you could count on Larry every single day.
Back home, all the stars out at the Phoenix Open Pro-Am. The guy on the Chiefs, Travis Kelce, golfing without his fiancée, Taylor Swift. The moment of the day, Larry Legend pulling ASU head football coach Kenny Dillingham out of the crowd to hit a celebrity shot. Nice job, coach. More on Fitz. Here's Jake Garcia.
Pro-Am Day here at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Don't quit your day job, the message to most of these celebrities. It was the former day job from one of them that was the talk of the entire course. Larry Fitzgerald is less than 24 hours away from his selection to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. In a sea full of celebrities, some would even say stars, one golfer has caused quite a stir. He created a scene.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald has already won the popular vote. Final hurdle, the Electoral College. His pro football career could be immortalized soon.
Even be able to be in there and have your name in that conversation is a blessing.
Fitzgerald finds out his first ballot fate on Thursday. Humble about his Hall of Fame credentials.
You have to do something right to be able to even get into the top 15. Every single man that's in there, from player, contributor, all deserves to be in.
Current Cardinals players made the case more emphatically.
The Cardinal fans itself yelling out Larry, Larry, that's something you want as one day.
Paved the way for all of us. He's a guy who's done it the right way. For the Cardinals organization, for him, it would be a huge honor.
One of Fitz's former teammates sees it just as clear.
Should be a first-round ballot.
No doubt in your mind.
No doubt in my mind.
Emmett Smith says Larry's legacy is spotless.
From a complete football player standpoint, and that's where Larry Fitzgerald stands out above some of the others.
A spotty recent track record from the voters can't be ignored.
If there's anything we've learned from the Hall of Fame, it probably, if you don't get in when you think you will, it probably doesn't matter. It doesn't say much about you.
Phoenix has already made its final decision.
The next member of the NFL Hall of Fame.
Course today, Canton tomorrow.
In terms of tomorrow, I hope all you can do is hope, right?
Fitzgerald hops on a plane for the Bay Area in just a few hours. NFL Honor Show is Thursday at 7 o'clock. He'd be the 24th member of the Cardinals organization in the Hall of Fame. At TPC Scottsdale, Jake Garcia, 12 Sports.
Thanks a lot, Jake. Hey, we'll be live on the red carpet leading up to NFL Honors, which, just like the Super Bowl, you can only watch right here on 12 News. In San Francisco, Cameron Cox, 12 Sports.
All right, Cam, thank you. Still ahead on 12 News at 10. The 68th Grammys were held this past weekend, and a Phoenix choir is celebrating their second Grammy win. We'll be right back.
Holy Ghost sword.
Boy, oh boy, congrats to the Phoenix Boys Choir over the weekend. They took home the Grammy for Best Video Game Soundtrack for Sword of the Sea. The boys spent 2 years working on the soundtrack along with composer Austin Wintory.
The Phoenix Boys Choir is the only youth organization to win 2 Grammys. Mayor Kate Gallego posted on Facebook congratulating the group, saying that your achievement makes our city proud. Way to go. Well, thanks everyone for watching 12 News. Don't forget to download 12 Plus on your TV, and you can watch us for free anytime. It's available on Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku devices.
And wake up with us tomorrow morning for Today in AZ for the latest news, traffic, and weather starting at 4:26. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night.